So earlier today, I was pedestaling. I was putting AFU on a pedestal, and I realized it, I realized it, but I still went to his Instagram, and I was like, let's see who he follows. Like, maybe he follows some like famous influencer or something that kind of has an impact on him. I went through the people he follows, and it's literally just other people. It's not any like big influencers or anything like that. It's just other people, like in his area, in the local area. And that's when I realized that, like, oh shit, I'm trolling, bro. Because the reason this guy is like so charismatic and everything, it's just natural because he just lives like normal life. Like, he lives in real life. He doesn't live like I'm 100% sure like he plays games. He uses the internet. Probably watches other people, but like the point is that like he actually lives real life. Where like my whole life, bro, I was just on the game, on different video games, living through the internet. And even now, bro, like last month, bro, like I've been way too much on like screens and stuff, and I've just like in the past 2 days taken a step back, like in like kind of unintentionally dopamine detoxing, just throwing away screens, bro. Screens are so like, I swear they're evil, bro. Screens are freaking evil. Like, I would script on my laptop and then just get distracted. Now I just don't deal with that shit, and I use a notebook, straight up, a notebook and a pencil, not even a pen like that many times. Like, I use a pencil. Like, it reminds me of school. It reminds me of school, but that's actually like, I kind of like that now because you're not just like reminded. Like, earlier today, I realized like I just randomly mindlessly grabbed my phone and started looking for things to do on my phone just subconsciously. And you've had that feeling too. Like, that's just a normal feeling now. Why is that normal? There's no, if you're not gonna, your phone is a tool, and if you don't have a use for the tool, then why do you pull it out? Like, it's so absurd. It's so absurd. And frankly, you don't have to use the internet to live. Maybe for like now. No, I'm gonna stand by that. You don't need to use the internet to live. You can always find a way around it. So why are we living on the internet? You don't need it to live. Like, what are you doing? You're losing out on so much. One thing, the thing that stopped me from properly dopamine detoxing per se is that I was afraid to do things that just didn't require screens. Like, the key is to just do things, anything, literally anything that doesn't use a screen. That is the key. But I was like, oh, but I gotta grind, I gotta like do my business and stuff, and speed is king, power leveling, and all this bullshit. Where I would just end up on YouTube scrolling. So the point is that if you're gonna dopamine detox or anything, it might feel unproductive because like there's those ideas of like, oh, if you like hire a chef so that you can save like 2 hours a day and then just use those hours to work, like all of that has its place, but not for me in this like current season of life. Like, I just need to not use my screen, bro, and I'll literally win. Like, just do anything but use your screen for like no reason. You can literally just, you can go cook, right? Like, people like Andrew Tate, they're like, don't ever cook because you need to be working at all times. Like, sure, but like sure, bro, but not at this stage of life. Because why? Because there's like obviously I'm not gonna be working 16 hours straight, right? And how are you gonna rest? How are you gonna relax your mind, right? You can like go outside, or you could do anything really, but like just don't use your screen, right? And if there's like the choice between like cooking or like watering plants or some bullshit and using your screen, pick the watering plants, bro. Maybe it's not like fully optimized, outsourcing every task that you don't need to do to other people. That's just extremely. Use your head, bro. Use your head. You don't even have any employees yet, bro. You have like an unofficial employee. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, have some sense, bro. Like, I swear, 99% of life is just living like a normal person, and you succeed. Because most people don't live like normal people. They do like retarded shit, right? And they don't do things right. Like if you live a like a normal person and you do things right, like you literally win, like absurdly, you win an absurd amount. Things in life are like they're very straightforward. They're not like roundabout, complex, super complex math equations and very roundabout, mysterious, very hard to figure. Like no, life is very straightforward. You know what I mean? It's very straightforward, very obvious. You just have to like use your brain to comprehend it. Like even in like professional, I guess sports. I can't really speak for sports. Professional esports, like video games and stuff. People are just so retarded, including me when I played. Like you just don't even use your head. You don't use your human brain and do the right thing. Like do the expected thing. You just do stupid shit, like do random 360s for no reason and just die. And like when you actually just use your logical brain, do the right thing, do the thing, like do it right. Just do the thing right, and you'll literally win. Like in a sport, if you're gonna shoot the ball, just shoot it with proper technique and try to like in soccer, try to bang it in the top right corner. Don't try to do some random weird bullshit. Invent a new technique that's never been seen before, like out of nowhere. Like don't do that bullshit. Like if a new technique comes to you because you're suspecting that like you have a hypothesis and maybe if you kick the ball like this it'll go like this, and like that's how inventions are actually made. It's not made by doing like random stupid silly shit like going onto the soccer field and just like having a seizure and like spinning around and trying to do stupid shit. Like that's what we think it is. That's what we think the move is to like invent some new crazy sick amazing new plan that no one ever thought of, but that's not it. It's literally you just do the thing that you know you're supposed to do and do it right. And it's so like in theory boring, but like it's not boring because doing things is like naturally fun. Just doing things. Like it doesn't have to be like some crazy new significant. I don't know why I have that mindset, but I've always had it for some reason. I don't even know what I started this video talking about. I just know what I'm ending it on, and it's this point, which is funny. But that's that, yeah. That's my 2 cents. And yeah, bro, live your own life. Stop using screens, please, for the love of Allah, bro. Stop using screens for just no reason, bro. Genuinely, bro. So it's the worst. It's literally like it has to be from Shaitan, bro. It